This beautiful little tree here is called a Guava Tamarillo, and I grew this from seed from a fruit that looked just like this. And these are quite a rare fruit. I originally got hold of some from someone online, and then I just scooped some seeds out, gave them a rinse, and dried them on a paper towel to store some. Then I just took a few of the seeds and planted them in some seed raising mix and just lightly covered them with soil. And they took just a few weeks to sprout, and over time they just grew bigger and eventually turned into some really unique and cool looking plants. And this now has got to a point of fruiting itself, so it's a few years old now. This particular one I gave to my mum when it was quite small, and she's planted it here and it's done really well. It's formed this beautiful umbrella shape, which is quite typical of these plants. So they're a beautiful landscape tree as well, with quite nice thick leaves that do look actually quite different to other types of tamarillo. And not only do the leaves look amazing, but the flowers are also very ornamental too. And you can see that there are different coloured flowers, and I think it's dependent on the age of the flower and what stage it's at. But it's so cool to see the transition they go through from being like a little flower bud to then being a light purple, right into that very deep purple colour, and then lightening to sort of an orangey golden colour. And then of course those then develop into little green fruits, which eventually ripen to these bright golden fruits, all hanging on the plant. And it does have a good amount of shelter above it and a bit of a fence behind, so it's relatively protected from like too much frost and wind, but they are more hardy than other types of tamarillo, which is actually quite good. Usually I don't really bother cutting these open, I just bite them open with my teeth. An explosion of flavour. You do have to sort of get in there with your teeth and scoop the flesh out because they're not super soft like other types of tamarillo, but man, the flavour is intense. I stick with what I said last time: kiwi, tamarillo, and passion fruit. And I reckon passion fruit is probably the strongest of those three flavours in this fruit, but it's a little bit more tart. I've just noticed that it's starting to produce some more little flower buds as well, so this is continuing its cycle and it should continue to produce lots more fruits next year. So yeah, exciting times. Looking forward to that.